Mark the rustic, haggis fed, the trembling earth resounds his tread.
Burns Night, a celebration of Scotland's most famous poet, and his homage to a meal made from a sheep's stomach. But never mind if outsiders find it hard to understand. At this Scottish National Party Burns Supper, they're far more interested in public opinion within Scotland.
The haggis.
And it is more positive than ever before.
I think it's just a natural progression. The 19th century was the era of the great nation states. The 20th century saw a lot of them break up, and finally in the 21st century, Scotland will be restored to the family of nations.
The Burns Supper is in Dundee, one of only 2 Scottish cities which voted for independence in last September's referendum. Their argument lost. Scotland remains within the Union. But for how much longer when the nationalists are now so popular? Since they lost the referendum last September, support for the Scottish nationalists has risen and risen and risen again. And if the polls stay as they are at the moment, they will win almost every single parliamentary seat in Scotland in national elections in May. That would make them the 3rd biggest political party in the whole of the UK and give them the most extraordinary leverage over the parties in Westminster which fought tooth and nail to deny them their dream of an independent Scotland. Yet all those people who voted for independence did so on the assumption that Scotland's wealth would be built on oil, trading at more than $100 a barrel. Just 4 months on, and the price has halved.
There is no way we can pay for public services and all of these things in Scotland based on that instability. You can't run a country just on that one commodity. And I think voters will realise and do realise that that economic credibility has just gone, it's shot to pieces.
Our opponents are wrong. Our case for independence was never predicated on the price of oil. It wasn't predicated on oil at all. That's a bonus for the Scottish economy.
The value of oil to Scotland became the central economic issue during the referendum. How striking, then, that the halving of its value hasn't affected opinion here at all, which seems increasingly certain in Scotland's ability to stand up for itself. Laurence, Al Jazeera, Dundee.